Is this guy supposed to be the ultimate badass?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's show. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Joe? It's Thursday, right? It ain't Tuesday. It's the wrong T. It's the wrong T, Joe.
It's Thursday night, baby. It's Thursday night. I love it. I love it indeed, bro. You know, it's that time of year where we're talking Cowboys. Cowboys are very inactive in free agency. You know, very, very inactive. Even in signing their own guys, we let a lot guys go than we have signed. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we always say we're in it to win it. But Mike, are we? Are we in it to win it this season, or is this a rebuild, reload, whatever the fuck?
Man, listen. A lot of people, Jerry talks, right? And it's how you have to pick up pieces. It's like a sitcom, right? The episode picks up where it left off. Jerry said in 2022 opening day training camp, Joe, I remember this very clearly. The top 10% of your salary cap has to contribute in a big way on this team. Joe, let's look at the top 10% of our salary cap. Dak Prescott, the biggest pie eater of them all. DeMarcus Lawrence, another big pie eater. CeeDee Lamb, Zach Martin, Trayvon Diggs, Terrence Steele, Brandon Cooks, Donovan Wilson, Micah Parsons. That's your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 players that has to contribute to your football team. If they can't contribute, why are they on your football team, Joe? Michael Gallup was in that equation. He would have been the 10th player. Michael Gallup don't contribute because of his injury that he never came back from, so he's sayonara. You have to listen to what Jerry Jones says. When they didn't restructure Dak Prescott's contract, they did just $5 million, Joe. That's all they did. When you look at they didn't give CeeDee Lamb an extension. The only contract they touched for an extension for a big restructure was Zach Martin's. $13 million, Joe. That's what they did. These players that I just named have to step up. And then there's no guarantee that there's going to be a free agent out there in the hot shopping spree that's going to be good for you, Joe. Remember back in the day, the great Black Fridays. You know, this TV, this flat screen TV is going to be on sale for $400, but the brand's Emerson, right? So you go and you say you do all these things. And the next thing you know you're buying all these things because you can, because it's Black Friday. You buy all these, and there's a piece of crap. It don't help your franchise. It don't help your household. The air fryer caught on fire. The TV went out in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you had all this money to spend and you went to go spend it, but it didn't work out in your favor. Jerry Jones, when he said that top 10% of the salary cap has to step up, he means it. He means it. You could be mad at him. You could be mad at Steven. You could be mad at Will McClay. But those players that I named, they have to step up, Joe. So are they doing enough? Absolutely. Are the players that I named doing enough? CeeDee Lamb, Zach Martin, Diggs. Diggs was a turnover machine before he tore his ACL. Dak Prescott has to step up in the playoffs, right? That's big salary cap hits right there. But you just expect them to keep pushing more dead money down the road because your top 10% of your salary cap can't contribute to your football team. Come on now. Come on now. It's like the Spider-Man meme, dude. Everyone's pointing at each other. No. Everybody I just named needs to step up. And if they can't, ship them out of here. Ship them out of here. They are doing what's right because how much money. But let's push money down the road. Let's do that. No. They need to step up, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, they really do, man. It's one of those deals where it's time, bro. It's time to pull the Band-Aid off. They've been giving us a lot of clues here. Like you said, Tyron Smith, they were done with it, man. They were done with having to manage him, having to give him incentives to play. You can't have those kinds of players, bro. To this day, I say that bringing in Lyle Collins poisoned him, bro. I think Lyle Collins, the way he approached the game, infected him, and he was never the same, bro. 2015, if you look at it, after 2015, Tyron Smith, still really good player for us. But then you started seeing that, I'm going to miss a game here. I'm going to miss a couple of games here, still get paid. I'm going to, have vet days and all kinds of things. So it was time. So quarterback, Mike, is the big topic of the day. Free agency. We got to talk about our draft topics here. You laid it out here, free agency. Now we got to talk about because free agency is over, right? I mean, it's just safe to say that anything that they bring here will be camp bodies. All right, let's be real about it, right? So any other signings through draft day or whatever, you're looking at camp bodies. You might be looking at washed up players, former first round busts, that kind of crap. But pretty much free agency is over. So now we got to readjust our board. Have the draft targets changed, Mike, or do they still remain the same?
They're going to remain the same, Joe. I think they are. I think the Cowboys and a lot of fans are going to like them. I think they're set up for best player available, Joe, because their biggest needs outside of linebacker and running back, there's really not a lot of running backs you're going to take in the first anyway, right? So even if they go best player available, they're going to go wide receiver. They're crazy. They can go wide receiver. They can go O-line. Because those are the necessary. Those are going to be your best player available when it all comes to it. But we got CeeDee Lamb. Outside of CeeDee Lamb, who do you got? Jalen Brooks. That's about it, right? So they can go wide receiver. They can go corner. They can go O-line, center, guard. They could do all that. So has our draft board changed? No, because what we've seen from the Dallas Cowboys in the first round, it's best player available. And I think they're still set up for that way. I got a new thing on Twitter going on. The sneakies, the sneaky players, right? Braylon Allen, Wisconsin running back. I just did another offensive line from BYU. These are going to be sneaky players that after the first round, the Cowboys could potentially grab. I'm doing that on Twitter. Follow me _Cowboys Corner. But if you're sensitive, don't. So at the end of the day, they're setting themselves up for best player available. Even when they added their free agents, even when they just added one outside free agent in Kendricks, even with the losses, all these losses, you can't replace them. They were replaceable. Stop it. There wasn't one player that we lost. You said, you know what? Maybe outside of Tyron Smith. There wasn't one player that we lost. You said, you know what? We should have kept them. These guys were the best. There's not one player we lost. We're freaking out for nothing. The Cowboy fans just freak out because their neighbor got a used Porsche. They want a used Porsche. No, No. We ain't keeping up with the Joneses, pun intended.
Yeah. No, it's true, bro. I mean, it's a young man's league, man. And you know what's funny? I was listening to Mike McCarthy on Sirius XM. I have it in my truck. And what I like about Sirius XM, you hear interviews that you're not going to hear on NFL Network or some of these other channels. And he himself said it, bro. And
What did he say?
He said it's a young man's league. And I was like, that sounds familiar. Somebody I know has been saying that shit for a couple years now. And for Mike McCarthy to say it is something in the works, bro. Have they finally woken up from the nightmare of your old quarterback is not going to get it done? Hasn't been getting it done. And let's look into investing something here or building for next year even. Maybe you ride it with Dak this year, Mike, but you get weapons for next year, Lance, draft pick, something like that. There's all kinds of angles that this team could go. But what I want to talk about now, Mike, is could they be planning a blockbuster trade? Could the Cowboys be planning something where the draft starts? Goodell comes out and says the Bears are on the clock, and then out of nowhere, bro, the Cowboys are on the clock. A blockbuster trade has occurred, bro, or something magnificent, bro.
Joe, it's not going to happen during the draft. Oh, I think Joe froze. Did you freeze, Joe?
No, I'm sad. I'm hoping some shit would happen, bro, but it probably won't, right? But go ahead, Mike.
No, it's not going to happen during the draft, Joe. It's going to happen in August. After preseason, it's going to happen in August. Here's why. Dak, if you're a Dak fan, get out of here because you're going to get your feelings hurt. I don't want to see the keyboard typers in there. Email me. I'll help you out. Anyway, here's what's going to happen. Trey Lance is going to get an opportunity to really play. OTAs, mini camp, training camp, preseason. As much as people don't want to hear it, Trey Lance is the blueprint to a Dak Prescott extension. Okay? A. Lavelle just put some money in your pocket. But Trey Lance is the blueprint to Dak Prescott's extension. If Trey Lance absolutely sucks, does not look like he progressed, doesn't look like anything, he don't have command of the huddle, Dak Prescott gets that extension, bro. If Trey Lance does really good, because Jane Slater said back in August, Jay Slater just said in August they could be looking at a Dak Prescott extension. What happens in August, Joe? You already looked at Trey Lance all off season. You know what you're getting in Trey Lance, right? So it's either going to be Dak Prescott gets pissed off and says, trade me before week 1. That could happen. But it's only up to Trey Lance on how he handles himself with that pressure because it's going to be given to him like this, Joe. It's going to be, hey, here you go. Take it or leave it. And if he fails, Dak's our quarterback. If he does good, Dak's gone. Dak's gone in August.
Could he be gone? Could he be a draft day trade up in this bitch? I want something to go down, bro. I want something crazy to go down.
Ooh, we got everybody click. I need 3 people to click like. We got over 70 people watching on both channels. I need 3 people to click like right now. If you can hear me with the music, click like right now. 3 people. We got over 70 people watching. Click like for me, please. Would you please click like for me, please?
Hey, Lavelle, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. What up, Joe, Mike? Hope you and your families are doing well. Just want to send you some love and support. Appreciate all the hard work you both do for us Cowboys fans, man. That's We know that's from the heart from A. Lavelle, man. Thank you so much, bro. Longtime subscriber of our channels. And just always showing us love, bro. Always showing us love, Mike. So um, we have fans that get it. You know what I mean? Fans that are intelligent. We got a lot of them on the channel here. That's why they're watching. Every now and then you get the trolls, but that's fine. There's more subscribers and people that like the channel than the trolls, and that's all that matters. Thank you so much, Lavelle.
Hey,
Appreciate
Lavelle,
that so much.
thank you so much, A. Lavelle. Always for the love, for the support of the team that we both love, that all three of us love, that everybody in the comment section loves, that everybody in my comment section loves. It's all about the Dallas Cowboys. There's no player fans here. It's the love and respect for that star, because that star shines bright and that star remains forever.
Yeah, man. It's always fun around here, man. Agree, disagree. It's always good conversations here. The mock drafts are fun, whether you agree or not agree. It's just and nobody knows, right? Nobody knows when a player's gonna go. Nobody knows if they're gonna go early or late. So sometimes it's fun. You're just reading some of these comments. Oh, that's not gonna happen. It's like, how do you fucking know, motherfucker? You know what I mean? We're just having fun here, but people act like they know that it's not going to happen. Hey, Lavelle, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Trey Lance holds the keys to Dak Prescott's extension, whether you like it or not.
Flossing season with a $5 super chat, Mike.
Oh!
Locked and loaded, bro. We are locked and loaded for this upcoming season. Thank you for the super chat, bro. We'll see what we got here. Oh yeah, I like this one.
Dude, Joe, did you send a super chat to yourself? That sounds just like you.
No. No.
That's good. I like that. That's good. No to Zeke. Come on, y'all. His biggest running back carry was 17 yards. Stop it.
Great. Stop. I read some funny BS today with the Cowboy fans saying, sign Zeke back. His training videos look good. And he looks like 2016, man. These little twats. I love it, man. This is one of my favorite super chats, bro. Because it is, man. It's like these little twats, right? Like, come on. Honestly, we kept Zeke 2 seasons too long, right?
Yeah.
That's the fact. We kept him 2 seasons too long. The wheels completely fell off. I mean, I hate just seeing washed up players. I hate to say, but Zeke's done, bro. He's washed, man. The Cowboys do what they do. What do they do? They suck up the superpowers from you until you're a raisin, and then they dump you. Well, no rings to show. So that's what happened to Zeke. Yeah, they're not going to re-sign him. And we've talked about this a lot in the channel, right? We always talk about, like, you gotta stay away from the hype videos. They're fun to watch, but they do nothing. Oh, Deuce Vaughn jumping over, these little things, and he's gonna be the number 2 back and all this. People overreact like crazy over these workout videos, Mike. I mean, it's the funniest shit ever. Now they're funny to see now because you see the people just fall for it like a bear trap. It's got you.
Yeah. No, Jalen Tolbert. Oh, do you see him? Oh, 230 yards.
Oh, that was the worst last year. Oh, the arms and the 6-pack, he's gonna go off. Like, no logic whatsoever, bro. Just people saying the stupidest stuff ever, bro. Oh, Doris Armstrong, he's gonna go off and have 13 sacks and all pro. Like, oh man. Yeah. They're funny now, bro. The hype videos of the workout, they're funny now, bro. Like, a lot of us here in the channel, they know that they absolutely mean nothing, right? The only thing that they're good for and I don't even know about this, Mike, is to see a player, like proof of life. This guy is alive. He's walking, and he's doing something like Trayvon Diggs or something. But, yeah, you can't fall for the bear traps. Appreciate that super chat, Flossing Season. Great one,
We got
man.
another one by big fella, Chris. He's one of my good buddies. Met him here on the internet. He runs the Cowboys Up podcast with a lot of great guys over there. I'm usually on their show.
We got the internet going nuts. We got the internet going nuts.
And no, big fella's a real good guy. He's a big Dak guy. Yes, like me and him will have debates about old wacky dacky wacky packy. And did you see that other super chat there, Joe, by big fella?
We got 199. Is this one?
Yep.
Cowboys, Chris, Cowboy up. Yeah, here we go, man. 199. Dak is QB1 for the next 5 years. That like you said, Mike. That's 5 years that you're not winning anything, no championships. In 5 years, bro. Micah Parsons, he'll be already right at the end of his prime, probably. CeeDee Lamb will be done. In 5 years, CeeDee Lamb will be done. All right. Zach Martin, he'll be done. In 5 years, bro, you're gonna waste a lot of more good ass talent here, bro. And it's sad. They're not even trying, bro. You know.
Yeah, big fella's one of my best friends. Like I said, met him here on the internet. I'm on the Cowboy Up podcast. You guys check it out. Subscribe if you can. It only takes a second. I hope not, because
I know.
Here's the problem. Let's be real here, Joe. Here's the problem. They just did a 4-year deal 4 years ago, right? And now we're at the end of the deal. The cap hit's $55 million. Next year, Joe, that cap hit's going to be $40 million, and there's a chance that he's not going to be on the team. So if you do another short-term contract, that puts you in the short-term. Another short-term contract would be another 4 years at an average of $60 million. So what is it going to look like with the 35-year-old Dak Prescott, Joe? Are you going to be forced to re-sign him again because of the dead money, because of the cap hit, because of this, that, and the third? And working in a no-trade clause? Come on. The Cowboys cannot afford to do another. It's like a horrible president. There's got 4 more years. 4. And you're like, this guy sucks. He didn't pass any laws. This guy sucks. He didn't win any playoff games. Come on.
Oh, man, that's killer, bro. It's so true, man. You look at it that way. 4 more years of a recession, a depression, who knows, whatever. Soup kitchens up the fucking ass. I mean, Hoovervilles, whatever the fuck. I mean, dude, it's no. I mean, if you look at it, bro. I mean, Amari Cooper was onto something, right? The white, what do you call him? The white Kirk Cousins. I mean, if you look at the trajectory of Kirk Cousins and Prescott, they're virtually the same, bro. You know what I mean? Why do you think the Vikings didn't resign? They were done, bro. They said, we gave you all this money. We gave you this big-ass all-guaranteed contract. You didn't get us to the big game. We're letting you got injured, so we're letting you lose. Cowboys, this needs to be a wake-up call, you know, that you're either winning or you're not.
Right.
You know.
He did a follow-up comment. He said that he goes, you guys act like Dak Prescott is Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl, did he not? I think he did. It takes more than a quarterback to win. We know that. Yep. Big fella, we do. Did Dak give up 27 unanswered points? He basically did. Okay, so they come out. Okay, maybe he gave up 20. Okay, he gave up 20 points. All right, let's break this down in this Packers playoff game, right? They went down and they scored on us at will on that first drive. The second drive, Joe, they go and punt 3 and out. You didn't even have the motivation to go answer to that point. The D stops them, Joe. What does Dak do? He throws a pick with 15 yards to go for the 49ers. Defense just got 75 yards down their throats. Now they're back on the field after another 3 and out, and now they're back on the field. Okay? So they got that. Then Dak Prescott goes and punts again. No motivation, right? So defense is back on the field. Then they get off the field after they scored that wheel. I think that was another 75-yard drive. Then Dak throws a pick six. Then you go and you try to go down the field on offense. You're in field goal range to get points. Dak takes an unnecessary sack, Joe, and they gave him the ball back. The defense was tired. No, Dak Prescott didn't give up 27 points, but he basically gave up 20 points. That's what he did.
Nah, it is. I mean, it's I think the fan base has reached a crossroads. You know what I mean? You got one that want to keep on that path. They want to go on that path of hope. They want to go on that path of, oh, do you want to go through those years of Hutchinson? They all do it. They all put the slideshow, Quincy Carter, Chad Hutchinson, Drew Hansen, all these fucking twats and pussies. Like, you gotta nut up, bro. You gotta fucking just, and if you miss, you miss, but at least you're trying, man. I mean, if you believe that this scouting department and everything is better than what it was pre-Parcells is when you had all these guys. That's where the slideshow comes from, right? It was pre-Parcells. They didn't know what they were doing. They were rudderless. They were going after baseball players for quarterbacks. They were giving third-round picks to Drew Henson from the Texans. Just, they were doing some weird stuff, man. But they finally cleaned it up. You know what I mean? So, but what are they? They wanted to get Manziel and Paxton Lynch. Well, that's fine, man. What if you do that and then you find out, okay, this guy's not, and then you end up being in that position to get Mahomes? They don't want to have that conversation, though. That you could have been in that position to get Mahomes. This is not the guy, and we're shitty. But there's Mahomes sitting there. You get him. Like they're losing out on opportunities. So, but that's what it is, bro. I mean, but coming back to the Blockbuster trade, Mike. To me, in my opinion, dude, I think it could be. They would excite the fan base, to get a bunch of draft picks, draft day, and writings on the wall. You go in, get some heavy artillery. If you have 2 first early, whether it's the Bears or you get the Vikings 2 picks, that's weaponry, bro. You could set yourself up really pretty for the next coming year. You reshape the franchise, essentially. You know what I mean, Mike?
Absolutely, Joe. I do. And a lot of the Cowboy fans, a lot of these Dak fans, they're scared of the unknown. They're scared to be uncomfortable. They're scared to shake the soda can and open it to have fun. Right? I think I'm willing to take a chance because it's Super Bowl or bust every year. Right? Yeah, losing in the first round and going 2-15, it's the same thing. The only thing that changes is the draft order, Joe. Right? So if we go 2-15 for 3 years, what's the difference of losing 3 times in a row in the playoffs? Your draft order. There's nothing to show for it. So let's shake up the Dr. Pepper can and open it up in the house. Let's have some fun. Let's get in trouble. Let's go scrape some knees. We're acting like Gen Alpha kids, bro, in the house on the tablet. We're scared to go get some sun. Let's go get some sun. Let's forget the sunblock and get sunburnt, and let's peel some skin for 2 weeks. It's going to be okay. It's going to heal. We're going to be fine. Let's just try it out a little bit.
No, that's what it is, right? Just try it, because what they've been doing for almost 30 years has not been working, and that's been not drafting quarterbacks in the first round. They're the only team that has the longest drought of not taking a quarterback in the first round. Not even trying, bro. Like that is just bizarre behavior from a professional franchise. That would be like a basketball team doing that, a World Series contender doing that. Like, why would you not use a first round on a key position like that? You know what I mean? Why do you want to hope and cross your fingers and twat hairs that you're going to hit on a late round quarterback? It's almost like Jerry wants the credit for, oh, look what I did. I got the next Brady. I feel like that's what he's trying to do, bro. Like he's trying to be like, I found the next Brady with a mid pick or later kind of guy. He wants to find Brady. He wants to find Purdy. He doesn't want to find Mahomes, Aikman,
Ben Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger, bro.
Go
Manning.
out there, dude. Go try it. The first girl you date ain't gonna be the first one you marry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go get your guy, man. Go get your guy. It's a young man's league. Those words came out of McCarthy as well. So interesting. We'll see what they do, man. But it's just bizarre that that if he's your guy, you would have already signed him by now and opened up, the free agency cat room, bro. It's just leading towards a breakup. They called it a mutual understanding. Like I said on Twitter, when you say mutual, like, oh, we're mutually parting, but we're gonna stay friends. That's a breakup to me, bro. So, I hope something's happening behind the scenes, and come draft day, we just get blown away by some crazy, earth-shattering trade.
We can only hope, Joe. We can only hope. I think, Romo, right? You kind of seen Romo coming in, right? 2014. That was the window for Romo, 2014. And we all know the catch, no catch. After that, Dez Bryant wasn't the same. Tony Romo kept getting hurt, Joe. And so it was time to move on, right? There's only a certain window that you have with certain players to get it, to hit it, to make it right? Unless you have Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, right? Unless you have those type of talents, you only have a certain window to go get it. And unfortunately, the big pill that we have to swallow, whether you're Dak fans or not, because it's all about the star. The biggest pill you got to swallow is that window closed for Dak Prescott. What Sean McVay did with Matthew Stafford is rare. What John Elway did with Terrell Davis to go back to back in the early 2000s is rare. It's rare, Joe. And Peyton Manning winning his first Super Bowl at the age of 30. It's rare. You have to know when that certain window is there. And that window, even if it's in a crack, you have a chance. The window for Dak Prescott is sealed, closed, super glued. It's done. Romo's window was 2014.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's window, 36 wins in 3 years, and you had nothing but the same results. The window's closed. It's closed. And that's the big pill we have to swallow as Cowboy fans. Because if we keep hanging on to this, there's going to keep being first-round exits.
In drafting in late 20s. Fuck me. You know what I mean, bro? No, man, you make a good point about that. You got to know when to cut loose, cut ties, and not be scared. But yeah, bro.
Exactly.
CJ Stroud's a great example, bro. I mean, these guys already look like they're gonna be contenders, bro.
For a while,
they'll be in the playoffs. They're gonna get further. That's a team that you feel like is gonna get further in the playoffs
than the Cowboys.
By the Cowboys, we're gonna get lapped by the expansion Houston Texans. How pathetic is that?
You have to know when the window's closed. I would rather touch the hot stove just to see what it feels like than to be standing there scared forever.
All right, bro. Let's move on to running backs. All right, bro. Mike, the running back room is trash right now. All right, can we be honest about the running back room right now?
Sing it loud, everybody in the back.
Can we be honest that the running back room is trash right now? Oh, Rico Dowdle,
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
maybe he'll be something. Nah, man, he's not. He's not, man. He's a rotational guy, barely. Deuce Vaughn, are you fucking kidding me? He ain't it either, bro.
Dude, he's a wasted roster spot.
Snoop Connor, Camp Body. Malik Davis is even still hanging around by, I don't know, the miracle of miracles, a futures contract. He ain't it either, bro.
Nope.
So, to me, you know, this whole thing about them trying to go cheap, I hope not, man, because the history of the Cowboys has been, you know, you have that star running back because you need a good running game. The league still needs good running backs. You know, they always talk about it. That's what they said about us. Oh, we don't have a running game. You got to get a running back here, Mike. So who do you like and what would be the correct running back to get here?
You know, if you Trey Benson is not going to see the third round. Trey Benson is going to go in the second round. And that's just what it is. I think he goes first, then the Texas kid goes. And then, so you're going to be stuck with Jalen Wright there in the second. You could be stuck. You could be stuck with Jalen Wright there in the second. I think that's too rich. Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. I think it's too rich. Yes, I like his style. 5'10", 4.38 40, 210 pounds. I love all that, Joe. But you can still go the Notre Dame running back, Estime, 5'11", 221. He's a little slower. Joe, on the he's a little slower.
He did improve at the pro day, though.
He did? I need to update my 40 time then. Yeah, so if you look at this, Joe, one of my guys to watch was the running back out of Wisconsin. All right? Braylon Allen, Wisconsin. Dude, the guy's a monster. The only thing, 4.4 40, this is going to be your fourth round draft pick right here. That's just what it is. I would rather go pick a third or a fourth round guy, right? DeMarco Murray, third round talent, right? I'd rather go get something like that. Estime, Allen, this Wisconsin kid is on my radar. It's that blinking light, Joe. That kid can run. He just needs to work on ball security.
Yeah, man. I think the sweet spot is going to be that third round. Fourth round, they don't have one. Don't need to do something to get that. So if you're thinking running back, and maybe let's say they don't acquire a fourth round pick, and you're in that purgatory of your third round being your last pick and going all the way to the end of the fifth, because that fifth round pick is way the hell at the bottom. So that's almost a sixth round pick. So if you're looking at running back, you probably got to get him in the second or third round. You know what I mean? Because what you're going to get there at the end of the fifth, which, like I said, is almost a sixth rounder, right? Because it's way the hell at the bottom. Because it's a comp pick, right? That fifth rounder is a comp pick, so it's way the hell down there. What's left at that point, man? Could you still have options there of a starting caliber running back that late? I don't think so. I think that late you're going to get a rotational guy. But where's our starter guy here? You're going to throw him into the mix with who? You know what I mean? So I think for the Cowboys, running back, second and third round, bro. They got to pull the trigger there. Unless, like I say, they're able to acquire a move down and pick up a fourth rounder or another third rounder. You know what I mean?
I think if you gamble a running back, it's either going to be Brooks from Texas or it's going to be Trey Benson, bro. Other than that, outside of that, I think any other running back is just too rich, bro.
Yeah. I am that is not a fan of Brooks. He's a 1 year wonder. All right. The knee injury scares me, but that's right up the Cowboys alley. I honestly think that he's gonna go. He's gonna drop. I think he's gonna drop like an anvil. He's being mocked very very high. 1 year production. The knee injury. Supposedly he's gonna be ready for camp. So typically these guys that have these types of injuries, they go fourth or later. If you remember, oh man, who was the kid that tore his knee up? And I think the 49ers or Washington drafted. I think it was Lattimore or somebody like that, right?
Yeah.
He went like a fourth round or something like that. You know what I mean? So I think it's being projected way too high, Jonathan Brooks. Now, if you tell me Jonathan Brooks is still lingering in the fifth round, yeah, okay, let's take a flyer. But for me, Benson, Wright is looking like a badass dude right there, bro. Wright's looking like a Cowboys running back to me. The more I see him, the more I love him, bro. 21 years old, so you're getting a young running back. He's going to be 21 this whole year, this whole season. He's going to be 21 years old. Young. Doesn't have a lot of miles on him. Speed, power, balance. Played in a good offense. So he's NFL ready. So I like him. I might even like him more than Benson, bro. Like I said, the more I see him, the more I'm falling in love with him, bro.
Jalen Wright, Trey Benson, Braylon Allen, Ray Davis. That's the man out of Notre Dame. These are the guys Cowboys met with in subcapacity at the combine. So
yeah,
usually the Cowboys meet with players and they invite them to a 30-day visit, Joe. Those are potentially going to be your hints on who they're going to take when they start falling. So be on the lookout. Pay attention to those lists.
And when you see the 30 list, you're going to see late rounders in there too, and you're going to see undrafted guys in there too. You know what I mean? Just because they're on that 30 list doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go early. They just want a closer look, some sort of confirmation, a closer look under the hood, right? So, for example, Cowboys are looking at Ali, right, out of Marshall, the running back. Very good running back. I think this is a guy that you could get in a later round. You know what I mean? Ali would not be a guy that you're going to go early with. He's a guy that would be a good complementary back to a starter. So could the Cowboys double dip in this draft? That would be interesting to me, Mike.
At running back?
Could they double dip at running back? Could you go
I don't
early
think they can afford to.
and go later? Right.
I don't think they can, Joe.
Could
they can. They what I think with Dowdle here, Dowdle had 500 yards, right? Malik Davis is more your special teams guy, and Deuce Vaughn's probably not going to make the cut. All right, Deuce Vaughn's going to be on stats on the practice squad, right? That's your too early predictions right there by Cowboys Corner on the Frisco Report. But I don't know if they could afford to go double dip and running back, bro. I just don't see how they could do that.
I want to see it. Okay, so let's talk about double dipping. All right. It seems like there's a lot of positions that could go double dipping, right?
Yes.
You could double dip at O-line. You could double dip at wide receiver. The wide receiver room is shitty, bro. Oh, Brandon Cook. What about Brandon Cook? Some fucking little pussies.
You take out the C, you add a B and an R. I'm looking at Jalen Brooks. So I'm looking at CD, Jalen Brooks, and a guy they draft. Like Brandon Cooks in my brain's not there. Those are my three wide receivers: a draft pick, Lamb, and Brooks.
Yeah, you got to.
And Tolbert's not in my brain either.
Tolbert sucks, bro. That dude he's so shitty, bro. Like somebody was saying, oh, he improved. Go look at the stat line, bro. He didn't do shit, man. Like this dude, he's not gonna take no leap, bro. Yeah, there's not going to be no leap with this guy, man. Oh, let's give him Michael Gallup snaps. The guy can't get open.
He's not a good route runner.
He's not a good route runner, man. He's not good, bro. South Alabama, ching, yeah, bro. The third round we took that guy, bro. Dumb, dude. Oh, but the Cowboys draft really good. No, they don't. First rounders, yes, most of the time.
Second rounders, maybe.
Outside of that, it's rolling dice, throwing darts with the fucking hand over your eyes, dude. They do not draft that good, bro. They don't, man.
I'm gonna give you one, Joe. Wide receiver.
Yeah.
Jalen McMillan, Washington, 6'1", 197, 4.47. Potentially, if that's your third round guy. If you go running back in the second, McMillan could be your third round wide receiver.
The wide receiver class, you can get some guys out of here, man. That's the one draft class that I do think stretches for you pretty good, and I think that's why you could double dip at wide receiver, get one early. You could even do back to back. I did the AI mock. Give yourself a round of applause if you understood the exercise, because there was a lot of dumb motherfuckers that didn't understand it, bro. AI, artificial intelligence. All right. I punched it in. It analyzed the interwebs and came out with its mock draft. I talked about it. Some guys, it went like this over their head. They didn't understand it, bro. I was like, oh man, I don't got time to explain it to some of these people, dude. Go Google that shit. Go get familiar with AI, man. You gotta stay up to date with technology, bro. You know what I mean? But anyway, Mike, in that model, the AI model went back-to-back wide receivers. Oh, that'll never happen. What if it fucking does? I'm serious, right? I mean, can you imagine, right? You get yourself a badass O lineman, you get your receiver, you get another receiver, and then maybe you're back on track. Maybe like, okay, this offense might cook. We got a deep threat, we got a possession guy, we got Lamb. It might give you something to be excited about.
Ferguson.
You got Ferguson's a fucking badass dude, and we've been on Ferguson from the jump, bro.
Stevens Jr.
Other guys were like, "Oh no, it's really Schoonmaker." I remember some dumbass in the comment, "No, Schoonmaker's gonna be number one." No, he's not.
John Stevens Jr. is going to have more impact on this offense.
Yeah, yes, bro. Yes, he's going to be the number two. Yes, dude. I'm excited about him. But let's see how he comes back from that injury, right, Mike? But
yeah,
if he's back, he's gonna leapfrog Schoonmaker, bro. He is. Oh no, he's not.
I think. Yeah, I think John Stevens Jr. is going to have a bigger impact than Schoonmaker, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Schoonmaker, dude, how is it, Joe? Schoonmaker and Mozzie Smith barely played, but they got shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
There was a third guy too. Who was it?
It was probably Matt Walesko. He can't pick up his arm without hurting his shoulder, bro.
God, that's funny, bro. Fuck. Excuse me.
His first name's Matt, and then you just got to fill it in. Matt Walesko, tear your shoulder. Let's go tear your shoulder.
Yeah, he can't. That's what I'm saying. That depth is low key shitty too, bro. And they haven't even brought back Chuma. You know what I mean? Like that depth sucks right now, bro. Can you imagine, bro?
Dude,
they don't know what they have in Awesome Richards.
You don't. They redshirted him.
You don't know what you have in that guy. And Josh Ball, well, he sucks.
Trash.
Well, let's go stay
healthy.
You got nothing there.
Terrence Steele did not play like steel. He played like aluminum foil.
And I think they just redid his deal, opened up money on that one. So he's long term now. He ain't going nowhere.
Your
Yeah.
10%, Joe, as like I started the show, your 10% has to step up big for you. Period.
And that's the thing about the Cowboys roster building is they put so much pressure on a draft. Like essentially, rounds 1 through 7 have to all hit. Just isn't realistic, right? And the Cowboys keep going with that methodology. You know, we're gonna go super cheap, sign our own guys, sign super cheap, washed up guys, former first round bust, and then hope that your draft class hits. But man, when it doesn't,
It sets you back.
you get set you back. You get results like last year, Mike. You know, you said it most. You didn't get nothing. They didn't help anything in the playoff run. They were absent the whole draft class, bro.
They didn't do nothing, bro. We needed this draft class to step in there. We needed Mozzie to stop the run. We needed Schoonmaker when Lamb and Cooks were getting teamed and covered, and Ferguson was MIA. We needed Schoonmaker to step up like Michael Gallup did for us. We needed that. We needed Overshown playing linebacker to help stop the run. We didn't get that. He was hurt on ACL. Like, we needed Jalen Brooks to go and catch some pass. None of these draft classes that they stash on this roster, Joe, Deuce Vaughn included, had zero impact. But they expect us to get free agents, Joe. These fans expect to go get free agents to go make an impact when your draft class could even make you an impact. You trust these guys to go get guys, spend big dollars on guys when they can't even they don't know how to find free agents. They screwed that draft over. But you want them to go spend cap dollars on guys, and you don't trust this front office for nothing. These guys, they have the hand in the mouth and a foot in the other, Joe. They don't trust this front office for nothing, but they trust them to go out there and go sign big ticket free agents because they watch 22 film. They know more X's and O's than I do, right? You don't know shit, because if you did, the Dallas Cowboys might hire you. Trust me, they won't even look at my resume. They won't even click on my email. And again, I guarantee you they're not going to click on yours either.
I love it, bro. Woo! I love it, bro. Good shit, right? Good shit. Right on the money. Right on the money. Right on the money. Right on the money, bro. Well, guys, pound that like button if you haven't already, man. This was a super great show, man. We hit a lot of the hot topics, you know. We'll see where this roller coaster goes, man. We'll see where it takes us. You know what I mean? Will they surprise us with a blockbuster trade? Probably not, but man, wouldn't it be badass if some shit like that happened?
August, bro.
Yeah, August. I mean, and there's also the trade deadline, right? When is it? It's usually like October?
October.
Like a bye week or some kind of shit like that. You know, you'll see. It's the season as a whole is going to be interesting. You know what I mean? The longer that goes unsigned, I think the more realistic it's going to be that they're going to go the Kirk Cousins route and just play it out and let him walk and go from there, man. You know, so we're in it. We're all in this party together. Let's see where it takes us. Let's see where it takes us, man. Let's see if we wake up on the street, not knowing where the hell we're at, or let's see if it takes us to the Super Bowl, baby. What's more likely?
Hitting the lotto. That's more likely.
Hit by a great white shark.
On dry land.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate all the super chats. We appreciate everybody coming here. I think next week we're gonna hit up.
Looks like on your way out.
We're gonna hit up some mock drafts, mock draft supremes. We're gonna start coming up, so we'll start hitting those up here because we're about to hit April, and that is draft month, baby. Mike, let everybody know where they can find you if they haven't already, bro.
Yeah, official Cowboys Corner. Or you just type in Cowboys Corner, your boy pop up. Hit that subscribe button. Talking Crazy every Saturday. Probably not going to be this. Enjoy you guys' Easter. Stay safe out there, especially if you're traveling. Enjoy your Easter. But Talking Crazy, subscribe. The link shared. The only credential is you got to be a Cowboy fan. Come in and Talking Crazy with me on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. And then _ Cowboys Corner on Twitter. Again, viewer discretion is advised. If you got tears saved up, I will make those tears drain out your little eyes, all right? So don't come if you're too sensitive.
Yeah, I love it, bro. It's good stuff. Also, we got to end it with this, bro, because this is one of my best audio cuts in history. It's one of my top 5, bro. Then we're going to end it with this, all right?